Well, I'm gonna run out and try to fix a couple driveways before the dark sets in. It looks like it's gonna rain here in a little while too, but it's supposed to rain several days after today, so this is kind of the last, well, the only chance I got to do it. They didn't ask me till today, this morning, but I'm gonna go try to get it knocked out. I think I'll put the box blade on the John Deere here and save some hours on the M6060, and we got to use it to put out some hay with here in a little while, the Kubota, so it'll get run in. I'll get this wood splitter set off of here and throw the box blade on. Don't know where to put the wood splitter. I guess I'll just set it in there beside the box blade, maybe. But we'll get the Kubota M6060 and go get some hay here in just a second. I planned on dragging some wood up, logs up to saw up for wood, but after they called, I figured I better go on and do that today while the weather was suitable for their work. Okay, we'll be back. Pretty good tractor. Just wish the seat was better. That's the only complaint really I have is the daggone seat. I've been kind of wanting another set of wheel weights. I have 3 on each side. I don't know. It ain't really necessary, but I think it would help, like pulling the box blade and stuff like that. Don't necessarily need it. I'd like to see what it looked like. See how it would look with 3. Thought about taking one off of the other side and putting it on, taking one off one side and putting it on the other to see what 3 weights would look like on it. I ain't gonna do that. Got 3 on each side on the Kubota, and they're actually a bigger weight than what the John Deere has. Somebody asked the other day if we regretted buying that John Deere in the 2-wheel drive, and my answer is no. Would a 4-wheel drive do better? Of course it would make a difference. But is it absolutely necessary for what that tractor's used for? No. It pretty well gets the job done. Well, it does get the job done in anything I've used it for. But I'm used to a 2-wheel drive tractor. Like, I knew what I was getting myself into. Knew what I could do. And kind of know some advantages and tricks and things to make them perform the way they should. But, you know, cost difference, $8,000 to $10,000 for a 2-wheel drive versus a 4-wheel drive. And to me, that's a lot of money. Like, I see people buying these new tractors and stuff on these Facebook groups all the time and stuff. And I know, you know, people's gonna buy new tractors, but like, they go all out with them. And, you know, attachments and things, like first-time tractor buyers and stuff, and it blows my mind. It would scare me to death to go out and buy, you know, a cab 70 horsepower tractor is going to be in the 60,000 range. You go to throwing some implements in with it, or grapples and odds and ends, you're going to, you know, run up in the 70s to close to 80 real quick. And I didn't pay much more than that for my house. Hard to believe. Just hard to believe what things are costing these days. Something that really irritated me. I'll share this with you. I've been thinking about doing that. I had looked about trading this tractor back in the fall. Y'all know that, the ones that's been following the channel a while. And one of the places I checked with, Kubota dealership, well, actually most places was offering me around $22,000 trade-in, which they hadn't looked at the tractor in person. I felt like that was low. You know, I know they got to make some money on it. But the other day, I seen one advertised at one of the places I checked. It was a 7060 open station tractor. It had about 100 more hours than mine. It was 1 year newer. It was a 16, mine's a 15. And I mean, very compatible tractors. As far as a 7060 and a 6060, there's no different really in the tractor other than the horsepower, and a 7060 has 30-inch rear wheels instead of 28s like mine has. You're going to do basically the same work with them. You know, round belling the 7060 would have a little more pep to it, but there's not that much price difference in them in the open station tractors. They had that tractor priced at $38,900, and they offered me $22,000 for mine. I'm just curious what the person that traded that one in got out of it. I took a screenshot of that, saved it. Might use it one day if I ever do try to trade to my advantage, or at least try to, or argue with them about it. If nothing else, I don't care to argue with them. I'm pretty good at that. I mean, like, are they making that much profit off that tractor? I mean, you wouldn't think used, if, even though it's a 7060, maybe $2,000 or something more trade-in value. Let me know what you think on that. It kind of blew my mind. Kind of irritated me a little bit. Because if I could have got, you know, close to 30 for mine, I would have probably traded. But I think I'm better off. I tell you, it'd be hard for me to let this tractor go. It really would. It has been so good. Probably just keep it and keep running it. Trying to take a little bit of wear and tear off of it. I've been using that farm track quite a bit lately, and the John Deere and stuff to lighten the load on this one. That I'll ever do it, but the thoughts cross my mind to cut back on how much hay I do, and kind of just stay right here around the house, do these fields local to me, and cut down on some wear and tear, because equipment prices are getting so astronomical. It's going to be hard to do a whole lot of replacing, and I'm not sure how well this newer stuff is going to last. Long term. But it would be really hard for me to slow down on what I do. I'm afraid, I'm really concerned I would miss it. But to some extent, I almost think if I cut back on the ground, eventually, and invested a little more into what I had local here, as far as fertilizing, lime, reseeding, and a few things, I might come out as good or better on the plus side. I mean, it's a lot of running some of these places we go, and you know, that's dead expense when you're out here running the roads. Well, that does it for this one. Appreciate y'all watching. If you will, please like, subscribe, and comment. And we're in the dark now. But anyways, please like, subscribe, and comment. And we will catch you on the next one.